on the rollout. How about Rose holding McBride to just 5 points? Reese claps her hands and reaches in with the foul. Oh, she just got teed up.
So I didn't see the reaction of Tiffany Hayes as she's now standing in front of her.
I think Reese was gesturing towards Hayes, and maybe the official thought it was to
No,
him.
I think Angel Reese was just tossed.
The WNBA court transformed into a battleground last night, with Angel Reese caught in the eye of the storm, but not in the way she had envisioned.
Reese with another rebound, making 18 rebounds. Remember, she's gone back-to-back with 20 rebounds. Looking, pursuing. Once again, Reese with the tip, another chance. Reese trying to put it.
What began as a highly anticipated matchup quickly spiraled into a nightmare for Angel Reese, as her reckless play, questionable tactics, and lack of composure ultimately doomed her team's chances of victory.
Gray may have nearly poked it away. 8 to shoot. Diggins-Smith matched up by Gray. Sykes took a fall. Collier wins it. 12-1. Lunar Owls. Queen Bee delivers.
Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier, the Minnesota Lynx's star forward, put on a masterclass in poise and skill, sealing the night with a game-winning shot that left Reese stunned and the crowd in awe.
Gonna settle, wait for Collier to front court, and then she... and a bucket.
This wasn't just a loss for Reese. It was a full-blown exposure.
3 rebounds tonight, 9 of 14 shooting. Boston get right to it. Williams leaves it for Collier. Carlton to Collier. In front of her. Collier hits that one. Andy. McBride picks up the dribble, gets it to Field.
This wasn't just a loss for Reese. It was a full-blown exposure.
Now it's important to note, we mentioned Elizabeth Williams is out. So be feeding Angel Reese, who finishes it up.
Yes,
One of our favorites for sure.
and loved her as a player as well.
Reese. Alyssa Thomas being guarded by Angel Reese, makes the top, forces a turn.
Again,
Sky force a turnover. Angel Reese off to the races, will lay it in. Dana Evans with the miss. Angel Reese with the putback. The third offensive rebound.
Thought they're gonna let her flow into that.
From breaking news to expert analysis, we got you covered. Don't miss out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into the heart of this controversy.
Sat at 0. Here comes Reese, splitting the...
Angel Reese stepped onto the court with her signature bravado, but it didn't take long for things to spiral out of control. From the opening tip, it was clear she wasn't locked in on playing smart basketball.
Look at her, son. She talking shit to the girl. Who you talking? Nigga said fuck her over. Yeah, who you talking to? Look, she's still talking shit to her. These are every point you got.
Instead, she seemed more focused on showboating, trash-talking, and attempting to intimidate her opponents.
Front. Now it's important to note, we mentioned Elizabeth Williams is out. So be feeding Angel Reese, who finishes it up.
Yes,
One of our favorites for sure.
and loved her as a player as well.
Reese. Alyssa Thomas being guarded by Angel Reese, makes the top, forces a turn.
Again,
Sky force a turnover. Angel Reese off to the races, will lay it in. Dana Evans with the miss. Angel Reese with the putback. The third offensive rebound.
thought they're gonna let her flow into that.
Instead of making a statement, she made a complete fool of herself. The numbers don't lie. Reese racked up a staggering 7 turnovers in a single game. Yes, 7. And these weren't just minor mistakes. They were outright blunders that exposed a glaring lack of discipline.
And they force that turn zone, which is something really does. And they...
At one point, Reese inexplicably threw the ball straight into the backboard, rebounded her own pass, and then looked around in confusion as if she had no idea what just happened. It was the kind of blunder you'd expect from a beginner, not a professional basketball player.
And Reese does on the post. Gets her to go. Buwale looking for Birch. Doso maybe should have shot it and finds Reese. Reese stays with it. And there to Howard's way after that bucket falls.
Does a great job here with the power back move. I don't care. I'm going right back at you. And this is third quarter.
Reese with the catch on the puck.
And if you thought that was bad, just wait. It gets worse. Reese's overconfidence led her to take some of the most outrageous shots imaginable. Instead of locking in on solid defense, she relied on unnecessary physicality, constantly bumping and shoving Aja Wilson throughout the game.
Williams gonna settle, wait for front court, and then she has a move. And a bucket. Oh,
Collier didn't back down. She stayed composed, focused on her game, and ensured Reese's antics led nowhere. While Reese was busy throwing tantrums and taking cheap shots, Collier was locked in, knocking down shots, grabbing rebounds, and controlling the tempo. It was the perfect contrast. One player determined to win, while the other was too caught up in the drama.
Reese with another rebound, making 18 rebounds. Remember, she's gone back-to-back with 20 rebounds. Looking, pursuing. Once again, Reese with the tip, another chance. Reese trying to put it back.
If Angel Reese thought she could muscle her way through this game with cheap shots and reckless play, she was in for a rude awakening. Instead of playing clean, disciplined basketball, she resorted to unnecessary aggression, desperate to impose herself physically since her skill wasn't getting the job done. But rather than dominating, she ended up embarrassing herself with some of the dirtiest plays we've seen all season. One of the worst moments came when Reese, clearly frustrated at being outplayed, delivered a blatant shove under the basket. This wasn't just a hard foul. It was an intentional, reckless move meant to send a message. Instead, it only made her look desperate. The refs let the game play on, but fans weren't fooled. Social media erupted, calling out Reese for her dirty tactics, with many comparing her to Draymond Green, not for his skill, but for his infamous cheap shots and unsportsmanlike conduct. As the clock wound down, Reese kept at it, bumping, pushing, and throwing unnecessary elbows at every opportunity. But Collier never took the bait. She remained calm and composed, letting Reese flail around, growing more desperate with each passing minute. And then came another humiliating moment for Reese. In a sequence that will be replayed for all the wrong reasons, she grabbed a rebound and went back up for what should have been an easy bucket, only to completely brick the shot. Instead of securing the points, she got too caught up in the moment, botched an absolute gim, and then immediately turned to bark at the refs, as if they were somehow to blame for her poor execution. It was peak comedy, a perfect summary of her night. Reckless, sloppy, and completely ineffective.
Comes the jump from Seattle. Lobs it inside. Good job poking free. 7 on the shot clock. Rachel Reese knocks on.
Again, she's got 6 of those on the season. And Napheesa Collier,
first 2 meetings of these two teams. That's the point guard, number 12 in black. What a matchup with got a bronze this year for Sandy Brondello, their head coach. Another good look. Williams had to go through, as we mentioned. She had hit just 4 of her last 20. Who's in trouble